What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some new level 6 Digimon that we need to be having a little bit of a look at. And you know me, I like Digimon, and level 6s seem to be the big exciting ones. So if you're going to give me a couple new level 6s, I'm going to make a video about them. And one of them, I'll be honest with you, we kinda knew it was coming. The other one is redonkulously exciting. We'll get there in a moment. So Wargreymon then. I've seen translations from Andre Mahendra and from Dukbu Yang. Sorry for the pronunciations on both of those. And they both seem to agree, so we're looking pretty good. In terms of the cost here, we got a 12 cost to play normally, same as both the other two, and a free cost to evolve, which is the same as New Evolution. It is one cheaper than the starter deck, but remember the starter deck level 6s do seem slightly more expensive to evolve. We've then got 11,000 power, so it's exactly the same as the one stats-wise from New Evolution, while being slightly less powerful than and slightly cheaper to evolve than the one from the starter deck. But what does it do? It's got blocker. Cool. And it's got reboot. Oh. Yeah, that's good, ladies and gentlemen. That's good. Now, if we take a quick look at blocker, that is the one we've had since the starter decks came out. If you have an attack from your opponent, either towards another Digimon or towards your security/player, you are well within your rights to rest that Digimon, and then when you rest it, you get to redirect the attack towards it. And obviously, if they're less than an 11,000 power Digimon, they will be destroyed. You won't. Life will be good. This is powerful for a blocker. We don't generally see blockers up among this. I mean, back in the starter decks, the blockers were all rocking 6,000 power. Grizzlymon as a nice example. Gotta love me some Grizzlymon. So, as a blocker, this is a really powerful attacker. But it's also got reboot. Now, for those of you that may have forgotten, reboot is the new skill, one of the new keywords introduced in Ultimate Power, which basically says that you become active on your opponent's active phase. General rule, you make yourself active on your active phase, which basically means if you attack, you're resting, and your opponent can then try and attack you. That's kind of the point, quite frankly. But you make yourself active on your opponent's active phase, and then you'll be active for their turn, so they won't be able to attack you. But it actually goes better than this. Because, of course, generally speaking, you attack with a blocker, and you're resting on their turn, and you cannot block with a resting Digimon. The reason why this is such a wonderful pair of skills here is because you attack on your turn, reboot makes you active on your opponent's turn, you can be a blocker on your opponent's turn, then you make yourself active on your turn, you attack on your turn, you become active on your opponent's turn, and round we go. Usually blockers have to either choose between blocking or attacking, because if you attack, you're not active to block on your opponent's turn. Not the case here! How cool is that? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is extremely cool. This is a very, very nice pair of skills. But we do need to remember those cards we looked at the other day. The Black Greymon and the Black Metal Greymon. You see, they have inheritable skills which take this Wargreymon and really just push it up to a redonkulous stage. Greymon, inheritable skill, if this Digimon has reboot, you get jamming. If you attack a security card, you will not be KO'd regardless of how powerful it is, or deleted. And Metal Greymon, if you've got reboot, you get security attack +1. And now let's assume you've done that. Let's assume you've gone from Greymon to Metal Greymon to Wargreymon. Let's assume you've gone all the way up here. What are we left with? A ridiculous Digimon. Let's put it all together, shall we? You have a reboot, so you get made active on your opponent's turn. And you have blocker, so you can block, and you're very powerful as a blocker, really powerful as a blocker. And you've got security attack +1 and jamming, so on your turn, you attack the security stack, you take out 2 security cards, knowing that you will not be destroyed by any Digimon you find because you got jamming. Then you become active on your opponent's turn. Then you block. Then you become active on your turn, and you do the whole thing round again. Let's be clear, right? If you don't evolve from Greymon and Metal Greymon, this is still a very powerful Digimon. But if you do, you are getting into ridiculous territory here. This has the potential to be just an out-and-out broken Digimon, and I mean that with nothing but love. Yeah, this one's gonna be pretty gosh darn good. But wait! There's more! There was a second level 6 revealed, and I do want to have a look at these in the same video. We have got ourselves Diaboromon, who appears to be a white level 6. This is relevant, of course, because up till now we've only seen white level 7s. So this seems like something that might be worth getting excited about. And straight off the bat, the stats are not exciting. 14 cost to play normally is high. 4 cost to evolve is high. 10,000 power is low. All of the stats here are bad. We are going to need a pretty compelling reason here in order to actually play this. And oh my word, we've got one. I should mention, though it is a white Digimon, it only evolves from black Digimon, as you can see in the evolution circle there. So what it does, it's got a ridiculous unique skill. When you attack, you create a Diaboromon token, which is a Digimon 14 cost level 6 mega 3000 power. 3000 power. But you don't pay the cost. You basically make yourself a free copy of this card, but it only has 3000 power rather than 10,000 power. You make a new Digimon when you attack. Now let's be clear, making new token attackers is not exactly a unique thing we've never seen in other card games. We absolutely have seen this in other card games. Dragon Ball Super and Marvel Champions spring to mind here. But let's be clear, this is still redonk. Although in Marvel Champions it is the enemies that tend to do it, which is actually very mean to you. But that's not the point. Great game, check it out if you haven't already. Oh wait, but there's another skill. When this Digimon would be destroyed by battle, and that is on either player's turn, you may delete one of your Diaboromon, and this Digimon does not get deleted. So not only do you make these tokens, and yes, these tokens can attack and take out security and take out resting Digimon just like your regular Digimon can, but you can delete them instead of deleting your level 6 Digimon. That is redonkulous, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely redonkulous. And what we have here is just one of potentially the most broken Digimon we've seen in the game so far. The stats are bad, but the stats have to be bad, right? From a gameplay design standpoint, you cannot make a card this good and not give it bad stats. It has to be expensive and underpowered, because every time you attack, you make a new Digimon, which you can sacrifice to save this from getting deleted. And then, of course, we get into the usual debate of what if you can make it active and attack over and over again? And the answer is, it gets kind of ridiculously, sillily dumb. I mean, we are looking, unfortunately, at mixed colours here, but how about Dimension Scissor? Free cost card, and one of your Digimon gains, if this Digimon destroys an opponent's Digimon by battle, make this Digimon active until the end of your turn. Now you've got to have a green Digimon or Tamer in play in order to use Dimension Scissor, but if you have one, then let's say your opponent's got 3 resting Digimon, you attack one, delete it, boom, make yourself active, but you've already got 1 token. And then you do it again to get a 2nd token, and again to get a 3rd token. Oh, and look, now I'm active, and I can attack, and now I get a 4th token. Dimension Scissor with this, and yes, I know it's a hybrid black and green deck, I understand, but the fact that you can potentially attack multiple times in the same turn, and therefore create multiple tokens, and it's combos like this that make me really excited for this Digimon. It's expensive, it's underpowered, but the fact of the matter is it will work with something like Dimension Scissor, and then you're getting into, frankly, ridiculous territory here. This has the potential to be nuts. I like Wargreymon, don't get me wrong, but the fact of the matter is, this Diaboromon, or however you pronounce it, has the potential to be one of the most broken cards we've seen, and I'm excited to go and start testing it. But I'd like to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all of that fun stuff. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.